for Bronco girls hockey as they take on the Morris Benson area Storm. Tim Ringhofer joining you this evening. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving and happy to have you along. If you're down at the parade down on Main Street and you've got us on, hope you enjoy the double coverage. And if you're sitting at home and got us on, hope you're again enjoying it with family and friends. Hope it's the start of a big weekend because we've got a couple of Bronco hockey games for you on the air this evening this weekend, as we'll have the Bronco girls today and we'll have the Bronco boys tomorrow afternoon as they travel to Duluth-Denfeld. The Broncos come into this game 0-2 on the season. Last Thursday and Saturday, they dropped games to North Shore and to Thief River Falls by scores of 9-0 and 11-0. So the Broncos still in search of that elusive first goal of the season. For the Morris Benson area, they come in with a 1-3 record on the season. They won their first game of the season and then have lost 3 in a row. So both teams looking to break a losing streak here as they come into this game this evening. These two teams got introduced to each other last year when the Bronco girls headed down to the Morris Benson area tournament that was held during the holidays, and the Broncos ended up losing that game to the Storm by a score of 5-1, if I remember the final score correctly off the top of my head. And so we'll see what these two teams have. When I talked with Coach Cole Anderson, he mentioned that hey, we're looking for things to get better at through this season, and scoring goals is one of those things. And so we're just trying to work through and get better game by game. And of course, when we hear from head coach Aaron Hall for the International Falls Broncos, you'll be hearing the same thing. If you're picking us up from the Morris Benson area, hopefully you're going to enjoy the coverage with yourliveevent.com. And if you think that there are folks out there that don't know about that, make sure you let them know that that's what is happening here for this game tonight. You're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. They have such a large array of merchandise. Not only do they have everything to make your school or craft project the best it can be, but they've got so much more. They've got puzzles, they've got baking supplies, they got Christmas presents. Today, of course, being Black Friday, they are having their Black Friday sale that is going to go throughout the weekend. They are now going to be open on Sundays, so if that fits into your schedule a little bit better with hockey or practices or whatever else is going on in your life, Hometown and Hobby and Crafts is open at 327 3rd Street in downtown International Falls. They're open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday and then 10 to 4 on Sundays. You can also give me a text at 218-324-3053. Who's going to score the first goal for the Bronco girls here tonight against Morris Benson area? And while you've got your phone out, why don't you dial 218-283-3444 and order online at Domino's or order online at Domino's.com for your favorite pizza, wings, pastas, or a sandwich. And the winner, the person who is correct, or persons that are correct, are going to win a $5 gift certificate to Domino's. We'll take a break here on the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. When we come back, we'll listen to the interview I did with head coach Aaron Hall of the International Falls Broncos. You're listening to the pregame show for Bronco girls hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
Here we are, a big weekend series coming up against Morris Benson. What have you guys been working on in practice this week?
A lot of things, but we've gotten a little more into our systems as far as like forecheck, a little bit of neutral zone work, just trying to get into some more important things. I mean, obviously skating and things like that are important, which we want to do a little bit of that each day, but we need to start getting into, the details of the game.
The details of the game, those are obviously part of what's going on. You guys played 2 games, haven't scored a goal yet. Are the girls at all concerned about that fact?
Well, after coming off of last year, we didn't score a lot of goals last year, so I don't want to say like they're used to it, but we know what we have to do and how hard we have to work to earn, that goal. And that's what we want to do. That's what we're trying to do. But not scoring it hasn't become acceptable. But we have to honestly meet in the middle, see where we're at, and see what we can do and what we're capable of, and go from there.
Yeah, it's those baby steps, and like you said, getting the system in. When we talked a little bit over a week ago, we talked about the fact that some of the girls had just come out of swimming, some of the girls had just come out of volleyball, so now everybody's on getting in to where everybody's about the same pace. So is there somebody who's kind of made a step since I talked to you last?
I think as a team we're just kind of hanging out all in about the same spot. We do need to come together and step it up, though. It would be nice. I mean, we can't just have one person step it up. We need to all step it up, and I think they know and understand that. It's just putting it into action and actually being productive at what we're trying to do.
Morris Benson, they come 5 hours on the bus. They had Thanksgiving yesterday, so I'm sure it's one of those things where they got some bus legs. Is it something where you try to tell the girls, let's try to jump on them early in the game?
We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll definitely mention that. I think that could be key for us. We also don't come out real aggressive, so I guess it's just a challenge for us as well.
Do you feel like having a back-to-back games with a team like this is a good thing for the girls to see the same team back-to-back days?
I think it's great. I think it's a team that I know we can compete with, and I think that we'll enjoy that. And I think getting a second chance to play them within 2 days I think it's great, and I appreciate them, making the trip.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
All of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Benson area storm. Cole Anderson. Cole, how was the trip up?
Oh, it was long. It was long. Nice to see the woods again, though.
Yeah.
Lots of flat land down there.
You were mentioning you grew up in Grand Rapids. How's a guy from Grand Rapids end up in the Morris Benson area?
That's where just me and my wife moved to, and she got a job and I got a job there. So yeah.
So, talk about this trip. A chance to get away for a couple days with the team after Thanksgiving. What was this? Was this a thought in your mind that this would be a good chance to get the girls out early in the season?
Yeah, we're gonna take up an opportunity and as much as we can to form our camaraderie and have a great time with these girls. So yeah, it'll be a good time to kind of connect with all the girls and have them be kind of the family that we were trying to build. So yeah.
Talk about who are the leaders of your team.
We got Carly Bruns, Courtney Sonsack, which unfortunately she's gone today, and then Allison Mickelson, our leaders, and they've been doing a great job at showing their leadership and being proud, passionate leaders on the team. Yeah.
Talk about how the early season has gone for the Storm.
We're a growing team. We're a young team. We keep developing every year. We keep getting better every year. Our first game, we started off 1-0, so that was kind of awesome. I can't remember the last time that those girls have seen that during my career. I've only been there for 3 years though, so it was a pretty good start. And we've had a couple tough games in the meantime, but we're looking back to kind of getting back on track and having some fun and just getting back to what we know how to do. So.
Talk about what we should expect from this game tonight. Is it something where we're going to see up and down physical? What type of team is the Storm?
We're going to have a good defensive game. We like to block shots and take as much as we can, kind of taking out the trash in front of the net and making sure we're getting rid of pucks and stuff like that. And then we'll just try and just crash the nets and gritty, grindy hockey, I guess.
What are you going to do with the girls tonight after you get back to the hotel and into the morning to kind of use up that time? You got anything special planned?
So tonight we're probably just going to go back and relax at the hotel. We haven't even settled in there yet. Then tomorrow I think we got some pit stops we're going to make and go check out some structures. I believe my assistant coach was saying something about what was it, the Paul Bunyan?
How about Smoky Bear?
That's right, the Smoky Bear, that's what it was. Yeah, the Smoky Bear, yeah. So we're going to go take a team picture of that and kind of go visit that as a team, so yeah.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck this season.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
Or the always popular Rocky Mountain Trail loaded potato soup. Frontier soups, clearly made from ingredients you know. City Drug Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The National Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections.
Call by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Coochiching County through prevention. Adults. Together we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities Grant Funding.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an improved taste and 0 calories, make sure... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me.
We're on the air.
I need to try it first.
With zero sugar and now even more delicious, it's the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Mainly cloudy skies expected. Tomorrow, overcast skies. Overcast skies again tomorrow night. Lows dip down to about 24. About an inch of snow Monday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the Weatherology Weather Center on Lakes Country. Currently, it's 40.
Welcome back here to Bronco Arena, and we apologize for the couple of breaks there. We had to do a little changing of a wire, and that seemed to affect our connection, so I think we're ready to go here. It's time for our Keys of the Game, brought to you by Rainy Lake Houseboats. They're located on magnificent Rainy Lake. It's where the highways end and the ancient waterways begin. Rainy Lake Houseboats offer amazing Minnesota houseboats vacations on Rainy Lake in Voyageurs National Park, and you can call them at 1-800-554-9188. And, well, the Keys of the Game. Scoring first. That is the biggest thing, I think, for this game right here. The Broncos, as I mentioned, have not scored yet this season, and I think, and I said this to Coach during the pregame interview, I said, hey, how about jumping on them early after the 5-hour bus ride or 6-hour bus ride, whatever it was, and Thanksgiving yesterday and all that other stuff, and talking about just getting out there and getting a good start, getting that first shift in, kind of like getting something going positive. And to me, that is the key for the Broncos, whether they score first or not. I mean, that would be a big for any team in any game, but especially for the Broncos after going scoreless for the first 2 games. I think that would be key here for this game here tonight at Bronco Arena. And the Broncos and the Storm are just about ready to come back out on the ice. They're closing the doors after the Zamboni has left the ice, so that means we are getting close to the start of this game. I'm coming to you from the Rainy River Campus, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at Rainy River Campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River Campus of Minnesota North College. You can call them at 218-285-7722. Spring semester is right around the corner, so if you are interested in getting yourself signed up, it is nearly go time for that. The Broncos just about, they even had 1 note or 2 notes of the school song, and then Mara Pellin decided, no, we are not ready. Somebody must have yelled from the locker room, I'm not ready yet. And now maybe they will come out. We're going to get the referees, and that means it's time for the starting lineups. And the starting lineups are brought to you by the Sports Shop. For honest service and fair prices on bikes, hockey equipment, and more, come to the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. Well, starting in goal for the MBA Storm, the Morris Benson area Storm, is going to be number 11, Ava Brewer. And I had to ask the coach, it's 11 who's the goaltender? Not usually the number that you get for a goaltender. Also starting here for the Storm is going to be sophomore number 3, Charlie Erdahl. Number 7, a junior, Carly Bruns. Number 13, a senior, the lone senior in uniform tonight, Allison Michelson. Also starting a sophomore, Phoebe Overly. She is number 8. And number 19, Molly Johnson. She is a sophomore. Looking over at the Broncos, starting in goal will be Mara Pellin. She's the only one with goalie equipment on, so she's going to get that start unless something unfortunate happens here this evening. Starting on the defense, you're going to have number 17, senior and captain Bailey Herberg. Also starting along with her D partner, number 13, sophomore Brenna Crosby. Your starting forward line, you're going to have on the left-hand side, junior, number 7, Kiana Ford. Also starting on that forward line, you're going to have number 9, sophomore Lola Wade, and 8th grader, number 10, Sydney Lindahl Slatinsky. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. For honest service and fair prices on bikes, hockey equipment, and more, the Sports Shop is the place to go. National Anthem coming up here in just a few moments as they get the starting lineups announced here at Bronco Arena. The National Anthem is brought to you by Einerson Flying Service of International Falls, who's been serving the borderland community since 1948. Thor and his staff are proud Americans and proud to be serving our community. So we'll have that coming up here as soon as the Broncos get announced here. And the Morris Benson area Storm, they come in wearing their blue uniforms, a little white, a little gray, a little black for trim, very sharp uniforms, and those nice white bright numbers standing out against that blue jersey. It's going to be nice and easy, I hope, to see those numbers. The Broncos there in their brand new spanking home jerseys. They're whites with gold and purple trim, and looking forward to being able to see those nice dark purple numbers on those white jersey. It is time for our national anthem. So let's take a listen to that. Again, it's brought to you by Einerson Flying Service of International Falls.
Please remain back for the sportsmanship song.
And we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll come back with the start of this game from Bronco Arena as the girls take on Morris Benson area. You're listening on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
I like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
To Bronco Arena, the Broncos will be going right to left in this first period, and we're happy to have you along, whether you're here in the borderland area or whether you're in western Minnesota, southwestern, I guess would be the best way to say that. Right along the border of South Dakota, as we'll be ready to get going with some hockey here. The Storm break away from their bench on the far side of the ice, and Cole Anderson said to me, "Did you guys redo the boards here?" And I'm like, "How does a guy from Morris Benson area know about the boards in International Falls?" He goes, well, I grew up in Grand Rapids, which I mentioned earlier, and he said there was benches on both sides of the ice, and I'm like, well, that changed here a couple of years ago. So both benches on the far side. Here come the Broncos. We're just about ready for high school girls hockey here from Bronco Arena. The Broncos taking on the Storm from Morris Benson area. Tim Ringhofer with you. Dwayne at the end pushing all the buttons on the video side. We are underway as the puck comes back towards the Bronco zone. Herberg slaps that out. Punched back into the Bronco zone by Erdahl. Picking it up there, Crosby. She tried to throw it out of the zone. Erdahl blocks that in behind the Bronco net. Erdahl chases it into the far corner. Picks it up along the far wall. Erdahl turns into the slot area. Looking, shooting. Pellin with the first save of the game. That took just 20 seconds to happen. Knocked out of the corner. The Broncos will knock it out to center ice by Wade. Pushed along by Ford. Chipped back in and into the zone now. Here come the Storm with it. A shot saved by Pellin. Rebound lane out front. That's knocked away by Crosby, and there's a big shove, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game, and that is going to come on Brenna Crosby. And the two girls get together there along with Bruns and says, hey, no harm there. Didn't mean to do that. Just got a little bit over the top. So Crosby will take the first penalty of the game. It will come at 36 seconds, and it is going to be for checking. So onto the power play go the Storm. This penalty kill is brought to you by St. Thomas School. Small class sizes and personalized learning are our specialties. Call 218-283-3340 to check them out on Facebook to get more information on enrolling your child at St. Thomas School. Power play on the far wall now. Here is Schwaderski. She throws one towards the net, goes right through the crease into the near wall area, and the Broncos send it all the way down the ice and back to pick it up for the Storm. This is Ramirez. Pressure there by the Broncos. A little physical play here. The Broncos look like they're bringing the body a little bit. That's not necessarily the right thing to be doing all the way. Kohler into the right at the blue line, had it knocked away by the Broncos. Picked up by Caradice after the Storm knocks it in, and here comes Wade. A change here, and so Wade gets down the center of the ice. Good back check there by Kohler for the Sadie Kohler. Now coming in. Here comes Bruns. She walks right in. Backhand save by Pellin. She doesn't know where the rebound is. Cleared away by Wade into the near corner. Picked up again by Bruns. Out in front. Shot by Erdahl. Saved by Pellin. Rebound sitting out there, laying there, and finally the whistle blows. And that was because Pellin's helmet was knocked off, and I'm not sure if it was by her teammate or by an opponent, but they're going to get the whistle. We'll get a face-off to the right of Pellin. 1:32 gone in this hockey game. No score on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. 1:05 remaining on the power play for Morris Benson. They'll get that face-off to the right. It's one back by the Storm. Erdahl picks it up. Leaves it back towards the point to Michelson. Her shot from the point. Pellin saw all the way. Rebound. Cleared away by the Broncos. Shot on goal there by Bruns. That's cleared away after the save. Now pushed out towards the line by Valentine. Kept in at the point. Shot there. Comes all the way on to Pellin. She flicks that into the corner. Erdahl pushes it in behind the net where it's picked up by Bruns. Out to the point. Michelson waits, shoots. Pellin the save. Rebound. Cleared away again by the Bronco defense. I believe that was Lindahl Slatinsky that cleared that one away. Shot towards the net, cleared away. There's another shot by Erdahl, another save by Pellin. In behind the net as the power play continues for the Storm. On the near wall now. Bruns picks it up, Erdahl picks it up, makes a move, drops it back to Michelson. That hit traffic on the way, and Valentine, it goes into the far corner. 15 remaining in the power play. Bruns walks in along the circle, sharp angle shot, goal. So on the power play, it is going to be Morris Benson area that is going to get the first goal of the game. This goal will come at 2:27 on the power play for Morris Benson. And I don't know if we'll see any assists on that. I think it was Bruns all by herself. But we'll get the scorer taking a long time to write this one down. But we'll see if he remembers that he's supposed to help me out there. And I don't see any help coming. So we'll see if we can pick up the call here as we come back to play. Puck is pushed towards the Morris Benson zone and now flicked in by the Broncos. Kyler Butts in behind the goaltender. It goes there. That is Brewer up along the near half wall and pushed back in by Caradice in behind the Storm net to the far wall. Picked up by the Broncos there. This is Werner now with it. The Storm tries to clear it out. Kept in at the point there very nicely by Glennie in behind the Storm net. Pushed back to the far wall. Butts will get there first. Kind of lets it go. So 6 is going to pick up the assist. That is Overly as the shot was put onto the net while I was listening to that, and making her first save of the game was Brewer, and we'll get a face-off to her left. 13:51 remaining in period number 1, 1-0. Morris Benson leading this hockey game. Face-off won, back by Wade. Comes to the point. Herberg throws it into the corner. Sharp angle shot, goes in behind the net into the near side. Crosby at the point. Waits, tries to thread the needle, got close to the net but cleared away by the Storm. Here's Herberg's shot. That hit traffic and now going to be skidded out by Molly Jones. Jones gets to the red line, to the Bronco blue line. Poked away there by Herberg. Herberg takes a big collision there, no hand up in the air. There's a centering pass that's going to come all the way to the near point. This is Ramirez. Her shot hit forward, goes into the corner. Crosby will chase it down in behind her own net. Brings it around the boards, the forward along the near wall. Now here's Wade. Could be a possible 2-on-1. No, the Storm was making the change, and they got their defenseman onto the ice. Loose puck picked up by Lindahl Slatinsky. She throws one towards the net. It goes in behind. Picked up by the Storm's Alsacher. That is Isabella Alsacher. I got to make sure I keep those two separated there for the Storm. Lindahl Slatinsky had her shot blocked. Goes in behind the net. This is Isabella Alsacher. Now battled along there behind the play with Ford. Picked up and skated out down the near wall. This is number 12. This is Fultz, and she gets to the blue line, gets it in. A little collision there with Glendy. They get tied up, and they finally separate out there, and the Broncos throw one out to center ice, and this will be an icing call here coming up on the Broncos with 12:26 remaining in the first period. 1-0 on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard, and that icing call is brought to you by, I thought I had one here, but, well, I either don't have it, and I guess that's just fine. We'll work through it that way. Face off to the left of Pellin. Out to the point. This is Bruns. She leaves it back. Michelson, the shot. That's blocked away by Valentine. Loose puck picked up by Caradice. She rushes out 4-on-2. The Broncos have it poked away on the back check there by Erdahl. Sent down the ice by the Storm, and this will be an icing call coming up here. And this icing call is brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. Well, that's what happens when you've got 21 live reads to get through. You got to go back and find everything. Make sure you find where it is. Here comes the face-off to the right of Ava Brewer, the goaltender, number 11. She is just a 9th grader. Face-off comes to the near wall. Valentine had it momentarily. Now Bruns picks it up. She splits through the defense, and now she's in behind them. Skating in on Pellin. Shoots, scores. And that will be unassisted, I believe, for Bruns. I don't think anybody else touched it. And Morris Benson leads this game by a score of 2-0. This goal comes at the 5:06 mark of the first period. And the referees are getting together and discussing things. Before we write that down and everything is, they're going to go back and talk to the goal judge and say, did it go in? Because there were some questions. And I see the goal judge at the end put his hands up and say, I didn't see it go in. Obviously, the light didn't go on. That's why we're having a conversation. And the two referees are talking it over, and they're going to say no goal, folks. No goal. So wipe that off the board. The score remains 1-0 here in favor of Morris Benson. Face-off controlled by the Broncos. One back by Butts. Comes into the corner. With it there for the Broncos. This is Shesby. Shesby throws it cross ice, and it goes out to neutral. Skating back to pick it up. This is Molly Jones for the Storm. Poked away by Butts. Butts skates into the corner, looking out in front, looking for somebody, waiting. Finally throws it towards the net. Oh, good chance there for Werner, but she missed on that poke-in attempt at the side of the net. Comes out to neutral. Herberg sends it in. Shesby forgot that she needs to get on side here before that puck, and now we can play back in there, Broncos. And now skating out with it for the Storm. This is Ramirez into the Broncos zone. Gets pushed wide, shoots. That puck deflects off the stick of Herberg, goes up over the top of the net, shoved into the far corner. Skating back to pick it up there is Herberg. Herberg turns in her own corner, plays it in behind the net, looking for her D partner Crosby, who couldn't quite get there. Puck poked away there by the Broncos. Ford picking it up. This is Wade. Out to neutral. This is Butts. Butts makes a move, tries to thread in between a couple of blue jerseys, has it poked off of her stick, poked along, pushed towards the net by Ford. Still comes there, hits the side of the net for the Broncos. 10:40 remaining in the first period. Broncos trailing 1-0 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts. of International Falls. As the puck comes into the zone, Caradice collides with Erdal. They go to the ice. Puck comes out to neutral, push back into the Storm zone. There's going to be a race for the puck. Who's going to get there first? I believe it's going to be Arhus that's going to get there first. She pokes it towards the line. Broncos need to be aware of number 7, where she's at in that blue jersey. Here she comes again to pick up the puck. You got to know where that is at. Glennie does a good job of keeping it into the zone, but poked back out. Picked up by Bruns. She's going to try to get past Caradice. She will. She's coming in on the backhand, flips to the forehand, goal. So it only took about, well, I had it written down at 5:06. How about we put it at 7:01 instead on the unassisted goal for number 7. That is Carly Bruns, and that is going to be the second goal. And again, I believe unassisted will be the call, and now I get confirmation. And so the Broncos down 2-0 here on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Burns takes the faceoff. She wins it back. Caradice has it, flips it toward the near wall to Valentine, who skates back to pick it up. Tried to go back to Burns after a poke checked away. It does get to Burns, and she flips it in to the Storm zone. Race back there for the puck. Along the end wall as the two teams battle for it. Valentine sweeps it in front, hits the side of the net. Burns right there. Lost control of it. Couldn't come up with the handle on. Valentine pokes it out front. Knocked away by the Storm defense. Poked away again, right to the point. There's Tessa Hasbargen. Her shot deflected away by the Storm. To the far half wall. Burns has it. Kept in by Glennie. Poked along. Now skating through with it is Swiderski. She gets to the near wall. Has it poked away nicely by the Bronco defense. Fired back in. Bronco's going to change in behind the play. Valentine the only one staying on the ice. Swiderski had it. Lost the handle on it. Kept in at the point nicely by Herberg. She shoves it towards the net. Jones fires it towards the line and gets it out. Herberg turns, fires it right back in as the Broncos touch up. In behind her own net with it now is Molly Jones. She comes out along the near side, flicks it off the wall. Kept in at the point by Crosby. Rister deflected away by Jones into the near corner. Racing in to pick it up was Butch. She had her stick lifted at the last second. Backhand shot there from Shesby. Never got to the net as it was knocked away by the Storm defense. Goes to the far wall. Skating along with it there now is going to be Schneider. She flicks it towards the blue line. With it is Crosby. She goes to the far wall with it. Flicked in behind the Storm net. Jones has it there. We're past the halfway mark of this first period. Jones weaving through traffic. Finally knocked away there by Butts. Shesby has it. She fires it towards the net. That's deflected away and picked up by the Storm. Butts goes across ice, knocks that away. Flicks one towards the net. It misses the mark, but it's going to come into the corner to Shesby. She goes in behind the net. Looking for Lindahl Slatinsky. She skates back into the corner, fires it right out front, knocked away by the Storm defense, and they fire it all the way down the ice. That'll be an icy call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. The Broncos applying some pressure here, and let's give that to Northern Lumber. Free estimates, delivery to your worksite, and paint matching. Northern Lumber, everything to build anything, located on Highway 53 at 307th Street in International Falls. Face off, one back by Wade. Keeping it at the point is Caradice. There's a little half slapper that gets towards the net, goes wide. Slatinsky backhands right out front. Goal! Right there. There's the first one of the season for the Broncos. And I believe that is going to go on to the stick of Lola Wade with a little extra work from her winger. I believe Lindahl Slatinsky and I think Caradice will get the other assist there, but this goal is going to be at the 9:13 mark, and the Broncos cut their deficit in half to 2-1. So that first goal of the season, such a big one, and I think they're going to want the puck for that one. I believe that is Lola Wade's first goal. I think we gave her credit for one last year, but it ended up getting changed, and so the Broncos now trailing 2-1 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Good job by the Broncos. They were applying the pressure, and it finally paid off. Puck off the face-off. So coming back the other way, it is going to be 9, 10, and 8 that Caradice did get the second assist. So the puck back in the Bronco zone. Glennie gets there, flips it backhand out, sent right back in by the Storm. And here comes Bruns, saved by Pellin as she got the turnover off the stick of Glennie. Right out in front of the net, cleared away by Glennie, and poked out to center by Lindahl Slatinsky. comes up, and it's going to hit a Bronco player on the bench, and so we'll get a stoppage in play with 7:06 remaining here in the first period. So again, 9 from 10 and 8, so it's going to be Lola Wade picking up the goal. The assist goes to Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky, and the other assist goes to Tirza Caradice for the official scoring. So, hey, that's a relief. The Broncos finally got that first goal. Maybe that's a start of something good going here for the Broncos. Off the faceoff. Won by Burns. Onto the stick of Valentine. She skates into the Storm zone. Her shot deflected away there by Isabella Alsacher. Puck goes into the far corner. Going to be picked up there by the Storm. Puck poked away on the back check by Hasbargen. Jones fires it out front. Return over. Shoot. Oh, just missed the top corner. Was Valentine. She had picked her spot, and she just missed it high and wide. Jones pokes it out to the blue line. It's going to get out. Herbert gets it, fires it right back in. Hasbargen needs to touch up, and if the Broncos touch that puck, we're going to get the offside, and we will, as Burns thought that everybody had gotten back on sign, but they hadn't. Now I'm going to tell you something, folks. When the Broncos played at Silver Bay 8 days ago against the North Shore Storm, and amazing, I've done 2 girls hockey games, both against the Storm this year, but anyway, I think the Broncos at most won 1 face-off in that game. They've won 5 or 6 in this game already, so something that I think they've worked on a little bit since last week when I watched these girls. So controlling the face-off is a big deal. Possessing the puck makes things a whole lot easier to play the game. Crosby tried to fire one into the zone, fired right back out by the Storm. Racing back to pick this up is going to be Herbert. Just over 6 minutes remaining in the first period. It's a 2-1 hockey game in favor of Morris Benson. Bruns picks it up. Butts knocks that away and picks it up, tries to skate away. Bruns knocks that away. Now here comes the Storm back the other way. The shot by Phoebe Overly was a little bit wide of the mark. Point blank shot out front, and that goes off the stick into the far wall. Werner tried to go to Butts. That was knocked away by the Storm. Picked back up by the Broncos. Out to neutral. This is going to be Kyler Butts. She's going to skate into the Storm zone. On her backhand, lays on the brakes. Tried to go to Shesby, and now a possible 2-on-2 coming back the other way for Morris Benson. Skating into the zone with it. Shot by Sadie Kohler. That was knocked away by the goaltender, Pellin. Another shot. That's flicked away by Glendy to the far wall. Going to be picked up there by Wade. Wade goes up to Lindahl-Slatinsky. She gets pressured, flips it into the zone as her teammates are changing in behind her. Ramirez plays it off the wall. Caradice throws it right back into the Storm zone for the Broncos. Jones in behind her own net. Jones goes out the far side for the Storm. Lindahl-Slatinsky picks that up. Center it, point blank, goals. Right in there, the goaltender comes up with a huge save in Werner. That's her biggest save of the game. Brewer. The big save, Ava Brewer. And Ava Werner and Ava Brewer. So the save comes with exactly 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Score remains 2-1. Faceoff will come to the left of Brewer. One back by the Storm. Jones flicks it into the corner. Getting there first is going to be Kiana Ford. Poked away. Bruns, now a possible breakaway. If she can get by, yes, she will get by Glennie. Coming in, skating in. And she goes forehand and goal. So Bruns just has got an extra gear that the Broncos can't keep up with. That is the hat trick for Carly Bruns, as she has made it a 3-1 here in favor of Morris Benson. This goal comes at the 12-17 mark. Again, the hat trick for Carly Bruns, and it's 3-1 here in the first period. So the Broncos just have to be aware, in my mind, one of the things, just, hey, where's number 7 when she's on the ice? You almost have to make sure that she's not going to find a way to get behind you, because she has shown that she can finish. Broncos win the face-off off the start up here again. Caradice gets in, shoots one. That hit the post and goes way out towards the point. Just missed that one. Getting it right back. There's a shot from the point that gets in on Werner. Cleared away by the defense. That shot was by Glennie from the point, turning and coming the other way now. This is Michelson. Gets to the line, has it poked away. Cannot keep it in. Burns looking, she could have had a chance at the breakaway. Valentine turns, tries to hit Burns, but that is going to be an icing call on the Broncos, brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175, option ride for the ride in the Borderland area. We're going to come back with the face-off to the left of Pellin. 4:11 remaining in the first period, 3-1 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Burns against Bruns. I don't know how you can get any closer than that on the names without them being the same. As the faceoff went to the wall, tried to poke it out was Burns, went right back onto the stick of Herberg. She'll get it out, and Burns pokes it along. Ramirez skates back towards her line, throws it cross ice to the near wall, picked up there by Crosby. She tried to thread the needle through a couple of people, and we're getting an icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be down in Duluth to bring you the season opener for the Bronco boys as they take on the 3-time defending section runner-up. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but that's how I look at it. Well, they've lost 3 times in a row to Hermantown. It shows you that they've got a quality club, and the Broncos will have their hands full. They've lost a lot of talent off that team, but you would think Denfeld able to replace that. That game starts at 2 o'clock, our pregame at 1:40. Off the faceoff, Broncos win another one. Werner has it along the far side. Now 2-on-1 with Butts as they come into the zone. Werner shoots. The fans down in front of me like, you could see it, and Werner just got a little excited, maybe shot that one just a hair soon, but that's okay. You learn that way. Cresby keeps it in at the point, throws it all the way around the boards. Werner has it in behind, pokes it towards the point. Herbert along the wall, fires it right back into the corner. Ramirez and Werner get there at the same time. They kind of joust with each other, quit worrying about the puck, worry about body position. Werner pokes it into the corner. Skating over there to pick it up for the Storm is Michelson. Pardon me. That is Fultz. Fultz gets into the center ice area, has it knocked away, comes into the Broncos zone. Herbert tries to play to the near side. Shesby had it knocked off of her stick. Going to be picked up by Fultz. Fultz tried to go to the backhand as her teammates changing in behind her. Shesby comes up with the loose puck. Poked off of her stick by Jones. Jones, her and Shesby battle right here along the wall, and Jones will come away with it. Thrown cross ice. Sadie Kohler into the zone for the Storm. She backhands one towards Pellin, who just gets down in the butterfly, covers it up, and stops the clock with 2:37 remaining in period number 1. 3-1. Morris Benson area leading the International Falls Broncos. And I failed to mention, some of you, if you're from the Morris Benson area, you might be wondering, why did we play the Canadian National Anthem? Well, there's a Canadian player playing for the Broncos because it's International Falls Indus Rainy River, or Rainy River Indus, whichever way you want to put that, and Rainy River being in Canada, that is why we had the Canadian National Anthem. Off the faceoff, along the near wall, tripped up there was Sadie Kohler, and she went down to the ice hard. Looks like she's going to be able to get up with it. Caradice along the far wall, makes a move, gets past Jones, makes another move, crosses over into the zone, keeps the handle on it, throws one towards the goal. That's knocked away. Loose puck, pushed towards the net. Off the stick of Wade, looking for her second of the game, and then the Storm will clear it down the ice, and I can't see it along the wall, and it will be an icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. 2:04 remaining in period number 1. The Storm leading the Broncos 3-1 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Face-off coming to the left of Brewer. Nobody yet to possess the puck after the linesman drops it, and now here comes Bruns. She throws it cross ice. Off the wall with it is Erdahl. She shoots, fires that one up over the top of the net. Goes out towards the point, going to be kept in there. No, not. And now here come the Broncos. This is Hasbarger. She skates in. She has it poked away smartly by Michelson. Kept in at the point on the clearing attempt by Glennie. She flips one towards the net. That just misses the mark. In behind the net with it. This is Alsacher. Isabella, she throws it towards the point. Glennie lost the handle on it, and it's going to be poked out to neutral. Herbert skates cross ice, flicks it towards the wall. Hasbargen knocks it into the Storm zone. Puck laying there, now going to be picked up by Erdahl. Erdahl coming back the other way. She's into the Bronco zone. Pushed wide. Shot towards Pellin. She slides in front of that one, knocks it to the end wall. Centering attempt by Bruns is going to go all the way back out to neutral where Jones has it. Just over a minute remaining in period number 1. Puck still in the neutral zone. Poked along there by Burns. She gets it into the Storm zone. Back to pick it up is Bruns. Bruns turns, heads towards the Bronco goal as the Broncos are in the midst of a change. Defense is back. Bruns backhands one, catches Herberg, and she flicks that into the corner. Now 2 number 17s battle for it there. Little pushing and shoving there. More physicality than I saw in game number 1 from the Broncos. Puck comes loose to the near wall. 35 remaining in the period. Poked in behind the Bronco net by Sadie Kohler. Crosby turns, fires it back along the near wall. Just escapes Shesby, kept in by Ramirez. First shot deflected by Shesby comes loose. Herbert dumps it out to neutral. 20 remaining in the period. Back to pick it up. This is Jones. Jones turns in her own zone, looks, head up, turns, throws it out to neutral, and it's going to go all the way down. It'll be another icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. Faceoff's going to come to the left of Brewer. Broncos with a final chance here to see if they can cut into this 2-goal deficit as they trail 3-1. Wade will take the faceoff for the Broncos, and we'll see who comes out for the Storm. This is going to be Anderson, Abigail Anderson. Faceoff won by the Broncos, and it gets past Glennie out to neutral. Glennie races back to pick it up. Tries to go up looking for Ford. He'll get into the zone, but that will be the end of the first period. Your score, Morris Benson Area 3, International Falls 1. We'll take a break, and we will come back with the Den Shop Intermission Report. You're listening to Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities Grant Funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Living here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander, consumer lender at TrueStar. Can't make it in during business hours? That's okay. Apply on your own time or on the mobile app or online at TrueStarFCU.com. Brighter banking at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
Math as a math teacher, that makes me very, very happy. So Abby, thanks for stopping in. She just recorded that today, and we'll be doing them again all winter long as we keep going through this 22-23 sports season. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll run down the scoring from the first period, and we'll get you set for the second period as well. You're listening to Bronco Girls Hockey and the Intermission Report, brought to you by the Dent Shop on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hi.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding. No added salt or preservatives. The homemade minute mixes offer a variety of easy-to-prepare soups. South of the Border tortilla and Chicago Bistro French onion are best-selling favorites. Try Minnesota Heartland 11 bean soup or the always popular Rocky Mountain Trail loaded potato soup. Frontier soups, clearly made from ingredients you know. City Drug Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back here, everybody here to Bronco Arena. Too many buttons to turn and twist, and then I had a guest stop up to say that he had screwed up when he wrote the wrong number down. It's all okay, folks. This isn't Bally Sports or K-Fan here. We're working towards that, but we're getting there. Let's run down the scoring and the penalties from the first period. Scoring at the 2:27 mark on the power play for the Morris Benson area Storm was Carly Brunn. The assist goes to Phoebe Overly, and it was 1-0 in favor of the Storm. It looked like Brunson made it 2-0 at 5:06, but that was the wave-off goal that I told you about. Just a couple of minutes later at 7:01, it was Bruns unassisted, and she made it 2-0. The Broncos then scored at the 9:13 mark. Lola Wade opening the scoring for the Broncos. Assist to Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky and also to Tirza Caradice, and the Broncos had cut it to 2-1. Just over 3 minutes later at the 12:17 mark, it was Bruns again unassisted for the hat trick, and that's where we sit 3-1 after the first period. Shots on goal in favor of the Storm, 17-7. That means Mara Pellin has 14 saves for the Broncos, and Eva Brewer for the Storm. She has 6 saves, just that one penalty for that power play goal. It was a checking penalty called on Crosby, Brenna for the Broncos, and Dwayne, the video guy, said to me after the first period, awful lot of contact for a non-checking game, and I think as the girls have played more and more years, you've saw more and more contact that is being let go, that is not being called, and I think in the big scheme of it, I think the coaches want to see the girls be able to have a little contact. But when we are talking about contact, I'm not talking necessarily about that rubbing out along the boards or whatever. I'm talking about the cross-check or the punch or the shove after the behind the play or while everything's going on. So to me, there's those changes, those things that probably could be called. And like I said, if it's not egregious, if it's not over the top, do the referees decide to let the teams play a little bit? I think that's kind of what they've decided to do. But again, the intermission report's been brought to you by the Dent Shop at 1712 First Avenue West. It is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro Protective linings for your pickup, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Dent Shop, you can call them at 218-285-9593. The Zamboni just about ready to close the doors on their work. The team's anxious to get back on the ice. We'll take a final timeout. We'll come back with the second period. Your score after 17 minutes. Moore's Benson Area 3, International Falls 1. You're listening to Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1. RJBroadcasting.com and on yourliveevent.com.
Recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Back at Bronco Arena here, ready for the second period. Teams are back out on the ice. They're ready to get things going here. The Broncos are going to be going left to right in this second period, and we'll see how things pan out here. The Broncos, they're down 3-1, folks. If you've been at the parade and you're just joining us and you're like, oh, they're down 3-1. The Broncos, a little slow start. I'll just say that. Took a penalty early. That doesn't help your getting things going offensively. But second half of that first period, I'm very pleased with the Broncos. Face-off wins, moving the puck into the zone, keeping the puck inside of the zone, shooting, getting opportunities. This is good to see out of the Broncos here this evening. And I'm getting updates on the Gopher volleyball team. They're at Ohio State, and they're up 2-1. So good stuff there. We are underway in period number 2. Again, the Broncos going left to right, out the face-off. It goes to the far wall. Wade backhands that into the zone. Tries to fire it along the wall there. Is Hadley Kohler, and now finally getting out to neutral is the Storm. Picked up there, loose puck. This is Wade right back into the zone. She gets pushed wide by Jones. In behind the net with it now, Wade. She pushes it to the corner. First one there to pick it up is going to be Sadie Kohler. Out to the point. Ford flicks one towards the net, picked off there, and a collision there. And that one was accidental between Wade and Michelson after she cleared it to the near wall. Kept in at the point by Herberg. Off the wall, Lindahl Slatinsky couldn't find the handle on it, poked towards the line. Herberg knocks it into the slot area. Slapped away there by Michelson, and it'll get out to neutral. Herberg sends it back in, and, did it not get out? Yes, it is going to be the delayed offside, as Lindahl Slatinsky was not aware that it had gotten out. I think Herberg even thought that she had kept it in the zone, but the linesman says no dice on that, and so we'll get the Face-off just outside of the Storm zone. Face-off between Burns and Bruns. And the official talking with Coach Cole Anderson over on the far side. I don't know what he's pointing to. Not sure what happened, but having a discussion. Cole Anderson, I don't think likes the decision, but I think he's going to live with it. What was it? Oh, I got you. He wanted the face-off back in the Broncos zone. I got you. Burns centering, laying right out front, cleared away by the Storm. Kept in at the point by Caradice. Caradice skates along the wall into the circle. Skates right in, saved by the goaltender Brewer, and she covers up the rebound and stops the clock with 15:49 remaining in the second period. The score, Morris Benson 3 and International Falls 1. Puck has been down to my right in the offensive zone for the Broncos. Face off to the right of Brewer. Comes out to the point just under the stick of Glennie. I think she thought she had it, but the toe of her stick was up a little bit, so she races back to pick it up. Tries to clear it along the wall. This is Overly. Her centering pass deflected away by Burns. Now in behind the net. Caradice has it poked away by Bruns. Puck laying in behind the net. A lot of contact there between Glennie and Overly. Centering pass comes out, knocked back in along the side of the net. Now poked into the corner where Hasbargen has it for the Broncos. She flips it out to center. Yes, it will escape the zone. Right back in by Ramirez, and before getting back on side was Overly. It was Ramirez bringing it in, so we'll have an offside. And so if Coach wanted the intentional, I don't know. It wasn't intentional. I'm just saying. Face-off will come on the near wall, just outside of the Broncos zone here. 15-16 remaining in the second period. 3-1 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Off the face-off, puck comes pinned up against the wall. Now finally comes loose. Herberg has it. She pokes it along. Tries to poke it into the zone. She will. Michelson pushes it to the far wall. She picks it up there. It will bounce over the stick of Crosby back out to neutral. Putting on the pressure. 2-13s back there, and now a turnover, but unable to handle it was Anderson. Comes to the near wall. Picked up there. Here comes Ava Werner into the zone. She flicks one towards the net, goes wide, goes to the far wall, racing for the puck. Chesby battling along there with Hadley Kohler. Tried to clear it, kept in by Crosby. She tries to fire it along the wall, bounces high, just about goes up over the glass, into the corner, and now poked along towards the net. This is Arhus. Arhus pushes it along the near wall, going to be picked up here by Schwiderski. Knocked out. Herberg goes far side so Chesby can get back out. She never got back on. They're going to say she did. She never got there. And the Broncos are going to change. Head of steam now. Here comes Michelson along the near wall. Gets to the Bronco blue line. Fires it towards Pellin. Misses the mark as the Storm are changing. Caradice has it poked off her stick by Bruns. She picks it up. She's on the back end. Lays on the brakes. Fires, hits the side of the net. Trying to clear it away was Herberg. She kind of whiffed. She got part of it, but whiffed on it. Picked up by the Storm. This is Erdahl. Her shot was knocked away by the Broncos. Ford picks it up. Tried to get out of the zone, but Bruns back checked there and took it away from her. Bruns throws one out in front, going to be picked up there by the Broncos. Poked towards the line, kept in by Jones. That hits Caradice's skate, go to the far wall. Bruns gets over there, centers one, cleared away by Caradice. Kept in at the point by Alsacher. Isabella Alsacher in behind the Bronco net. Fired along by the Broncos, kept in by Jones at the point. Went with the big wrist shot. She whiffed on that one. Second opportunity, clears it in the corner. Caradice has it. She's looking to get one up to Wade. That was out of her reach. This will be an icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. 13:08 remaining in period number 2. Score remains 3-1 as it was after one period. Face-off coming to the left of Mara Pellin for the Broncos. Burns for the Storm. This is Hadley Kohler, one back by Burns. Caradice throws it in the near corner. Hasbargen battling along with Schwiderski. Punch towards the point, kept in by Michelson. Comes along the blue line. Kick towards the net. Caradice has it there. She loses the handle on it. Thrown towards the Bronco net by Hadley Kohler. It goes in behind. Picked up there by Glennie. She has it knocked off of her stick. Now Hasbargen tries to clear. Kept in by Michelson. She throws her wrister towards the net. Well wide of the mark. Comes back out towards the far wall. Tried to poke it along was Valentine, but keeping it in was Ramirez. She throws it in behind the Bronco net. We're 4.5 minutes in to period number 2. Glennie dangerously tried to go in front of her net. Centering pass. That hit the goaltender Pellin. Cleared away by Caradice. Burns tries to throw it out of the zone, but it's kept in by Ramirez. Her shot's deflected. Goes towards the Bronco net. That was not Ramirez. That was Sadie Kohler that did that for the Storm. And now here come the Broncos back the other way. Burns gets to the red line. Cross ice pass onto the stick of Valentine. Her shot just misses the mark. Battle poked into the corner. Sadie Kohler, gets past the defenseman Caradice and knocks it out to center. Kohler and Glennie collide along the far wall. Glennie wins that battle. She's just a hair bit bigger there. Along the end wall, Glennie up along the wall. Shesby has it. Can't flick it out of the zone. It's her. And that is number 8. I was thinking it was number 9, Isabella Elsacher. We're all tied up back into the Storm zone. With it is Jones. Jones flicks it cross ice. This is Schneider. Throws it down the ice. Herberg just off the bench, races back to pick it up. She throws it along the near wall, back into the Storm zone, and if this has got enough stuff, and it does, it's an icing call on the Broncos. Brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. 11:20 remaining in period number 2. 3-1, still the score on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Happy to have you along here on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. We'll have more hockey action for you tomorrow afternoon as the Bronco boys get started. Off the faceoff, right out front, Erdahl had a chance, but she got tied up by Crosby. Never really got a shot off. Shot from the far wall by Bruns. Pellin flicks that into the near corner. Picked up there by the Broncos' Werner. Tried to get it out, and with a little extra push, she gets it past 2 Storm players. Erdahl in neutral. Cross ice pass to Michelson. She tries to go back to Erdahl, and that'll be an icing call now on the Storm with 10:56 remaining. Of course, that icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. To finish my thought about Bronco hockey, 2 o'clock is the drop of the puck from the Heritage Center in West Duluth. The pregame will start at 1:40. I'm not sure if Mike's driving down or not. He said he might be. He never told me for sure. He may just show up. I'll never know till we get on the air. Off the faceoff, shot from the point by Crosby. That hits all kinds of traffic. There's a shot by Wade right onto the goaltender. Gets down into the butterfly, and she covers that up. The 5-hole was open for a moment. I thought it might sneak through there for Wade's second of the game. But coming up with the save is Brewer, and it remains 3-1 in favor of the Storm. Faceoff will be taken by Wade for the Broncos as the Storm are making a change. Coming out to take this faceoff for them will be Hadley Kohler. One back by Wade. Flicked along by Lindahl-Slatinsky, but going to be picked up by Hadley Kohler. She races through a couple of Bronco defenders and now comes to the Bronco blue line. Flicked off of her stick nicely by Herberg, who races back to the end wall to get it. She fires it into the far corner. Crosby picks it up there. Pokes it along, knocked off of her stick, but then getting out is Ford, and she got too much of that one. Oh, going to come right on to the goaltender. I thought it was going to be another icing call as the Broncos are changing. Back to pick it up and skating out with it now. This is Isabella Elsacher. Had it knocked off of her stick by Valentine, picking up the loose puck, and Elsacher has it right back. She overskated it, turning and throwing it down the ice is Hasbargen. Too much on that one, and now we will get the icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit with just under 10 minutes remaining in period number 2. It was 3-1 after 17 minutes. It's 3-1 after 24 minutes and 1 second with 9:59 remaining in the second period. Just one power play in this game. I got a feeling one's coming here. I don't know why. I don't want that to happen, but hey, we've only had one thus far. Off the faceoff, Bruns had it momentarily. Stepping in there was Burns to knock it away from her. Goes into the far corner. Valentine up to Burns. Gets it out of the zone. Makes a move down the far wall. Good job by Michelson to turn to get back into the play, but Burns gets by her. Off the end wall, centering pass. Going to come all the way out to the point to Glennie. On her backhand, now flips it across to the forehand and wraps it in behind the Storm net. With it there, this is Michelson. Michelson, she's tied up, maybe taken down, but neither referee arm goes up. Out to neutral it comes. Glennie, tied up in her skates, tries to go across ice. That's going to be tipped into the zone. It's going to be an offside here if the Storm touch it, and they do. And so the clock stops with 9:15 remaining in the second period. We're going to have 3 games on the air next week, 2 of them basketball, as we'll be down in Little Fork for girls basketball on Monday and in Little Fork on Thursday for boys basketball. Their season openers for the Vikings, both teams taking on Big Fork. Tuesday, I'm going to be in Kenora to bring you Muskie boys hockey as they take on Beaver Braes. So that's our schedule for next week. Don't forget about Coach's Corner tomorrow morning after the Bronco face-off win here. Here come the Broncos. Chesby couldn't quite control that pass from Crosby. Just outside the Storm zone, pushed along, and back to the Bronco blue line. Herbert picks it up there, throws it off the wall, right back by Ramirez into the Bronco zone, and she got too much of that one. It'll be another icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. So I don't remember this many icing calls in the first period, and I don't know if the girls are getting a little tired or just trying to make something more happen here, but we've had a ton of icing calls here in the last 4 or 5 minutes of this hockey game. Coach's Corner tomorrow morning, I'll be talking to the Bronco boys hockey team and to the Bronco girls basketball team as they are on the precipice of getting their season started. Another face-off win for the Broncos. Back to the point to Herberg off the stick of Warner. Flick towards the net, picked off there by Isabella Elsacker. She fires it back along the wall. Herberg pinches in, keeps it in, throws it back in behind the Storm net. Goes into the far corner. First one there is going to be Jones. She comes back into the near corner. Looks like the first one's going to be there is going to be Warner. She tries to get one towards the net. That was deflected away by Schwiderski. And now Schwiderski tries to get out of the zone. A little bump there from Warner and comes falling down, but no penalty coming. Cross-ice pass by Herberg. Going to be picked up by Crosby. She skates into the zone along the far wall. Her shot deflected away. She keeps after it. Throws it cross-ice. Going to come off the wall to Schwiderski. Schwiderski turns, gets it out to neutral. Herberg got into her skate. She turns, picks it back up. Battle at the line between Lindahl Slatinsky and Isabella Elsacker. Broncos push it in. Jones picks it up there. Broncos got the delayed offside, so they got to touch up. That allows Jones to skate it out of her own zone. Gets to the Bronco blue line. Tied up there by Butts. Puck comes loose in behind the Bronco net. This is Caradice. 7:45 remaining in the period. Score still 3-1. Caradice weaving through traffic. Gets to the Storm blue line. Gets pushed wide. Lays on the brakes. Bruns tries to poke it off of her stick. She does. Erdahl had it for a moment and then regains it off of her stick by Caradice. Michelson throws it out to neutral, and I think this is going to be an icing call. Yeah, the geometry of it all said it had enough to get there, and it does, and we'll get another icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the International Falls area. Face-off coming to the left of Ava Brewer. Wade for the Broncos. No, we're going to go to the right side of Brewer, and it still will be Wade for the Broncos. Bruns for the Storm. 7:22 remaining. Face-off win by Wade. Caradice has it. Throws one towards the net. Knocked away by Ramirez. She skates into the corner to pick it up. Fires it around the wall. With it there is Glennie. Plays it off the wall. Bruns trying to poke it out of the zone. Lindahl Slatinsky gets it to Wade. She pokes it along. Ford shoots. Saved by Brewer. Ford picks it up along the end wall. Her centering pass broken up there by the Storm. Bruns pokes it into the corner. She'll skate it down. White jerseys start to retreat. That's my advice here if you can hear me. Here comes Bruns into the zone. She crosses over to the back end. Chips one towards Pellin, who covers it up. And a wise choice as her teammates needed to get it changed. 6:48 remaining in period number 2. Still 3-1 here on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Let's give that cover up and snap decision there by the goaltender Pellin. Brought to you by Snap Fitness on Shorewood Drive. It's a 24-hour facility with free weights, machines, tanning, classes, and more. Customized, personalized training and nutrition programs are available. Give the gals a call at Snap Fitness, 218-283-0020. Face-off. Man, everybody getting a poke at it. Finally, the Broncos get it out to neutral. Possible 2-on-1 with Burns. Burns staying on side is Valentine. Burns skates in, shoots, and that misses the mark. Back in behind her own net. This is Isabella Elsacker. She pokes it along, kept in by Glennie. Goes in behind the net, big collision there. Didn't see it as I was following the puck. All I saw was a body on the ice. That was Grace Arhus. Here comes the Storm out of the zone with it. Along the near side is Schneider. There's a collision between her and Glennie. And again, no arm in the air. Back out to neutral. Jones fires it in to the far corner of the Bronco zone. Just over 6 minutes remaining. Caradice, the first one there. Storm making a change. Knocked off the stick of Chesby. Caradice has it. She gets it out to center. Burns flicks it along. Just played that enough not to get an icing call, but allow the Broncos to get 5 fresh bodies onto the ice. Michelson turns quickly. Tipped out to neutral by Fultz. Picked up there by the Broncos' Crosby. She skates in. Has it poke checked away by Bruns. Crosby picks it back up, just ready to fire, and Bruns knocked that one away. Knocked to the near side. Werner fires it along, picked up there by Michelson. Butts wasn't going to let that one get by. She fires it off the wall, picks it up in the corner. Centering pass, going to go all the way out and back into the Broncos zone. I had right idea, just the wrong mailing address as Crosby races back to pick it up. Tries to fire it along. She's tied up there by Erdahl. Erdahl on the backhand. Flicks one towards the net. Bruns right out in front. She's tied up by Herberg. Puck in behind the Bronco net now. Erdahl out to the point. Michelson. Wrist shot from there. Good job right there by Butts to get her body in front of that one and not let that one even get close to the net. Puck goes into the corner. Under 5 remaining. Centering pass. Knocked away by the Bronco defense. Keeping it in is Michelson at the point. Bruns right in behind. She's tied up at the last moment by the Bronco defense there. That was Butts that tied her up. Puck comes loose into the near corner. Puck still laying there. Bruns is going to pick it up. She skates past one Bronco defender. Now goes back in behind the net. Tries to chip it out front and Overly right there. And Pellin says the door is closed and you are not getting the puck past me. And Pellin stops the clock with 4:34 remaining. Overly did a great job of getting that puck, settling it down, and then flipping it backhand. I didn't think she could get that puck up there as quickly as she did, but Pellin had the angle played, and we'll get a face-off to her right. 3-1. Still the score here. Shots on goal, 24-11 in favor of the Storm. For this period, it's 7-4 in favor of MBA. Face-off, 2 number 9s battle for it. Wade wins another one. She's been outstanding in the face-off circle as it goes in behind the net. Glennie tied up. She tries to flick it along the wall. Coming back to pick it up is Ford. Ford gets it to the blue line and out. Jones goes to the far wall to Ramirez. Ford picks that off. Comes into center. Where's the puck? There it is. Bouncing along, is it? And now picked up by Caradice. She's on her backhand as she comes towards the blue line. Skates in. Backhands one towards the net. Never got close to there as it hit traffic. Jones fires it to the wall. Lindahl Slatinsky skipped over her stick and out to center. This is Hadley Kohler. She's broken up there. Right back in by the Broncos. Jones right back out. This is going to be an icing call on the Storm. 3:51 remaining here. This icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175. Of course, with it being wintertime, in the summertime, maybe you walk to that appointment. Maybe you walk to the grocery store. Now that the weather is a little cooler and a little slipperier, maybe it's Arrowhead Transit that can get you around. Don't forget to give them a call. Face off to the left of Brewer. Face off one back by Bruns. Michelson backhands it into the far corner. Erdahl has it there. Getting over there is Valentine to tie her up. Gets it off to Bruns. Bruns up along the far wall. Tried to play it off the wall to herself. Picked off by Caradice. Caradice makes a move at the line. Coming in. Shoots forehand. Goal! And the Broncos within 1 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard at 3-2. And I believe Caradice will be unassisted at the 13:28 mark. And the Broncos within 1 at 3-2. Caradice made a dandy move at the blue line after creating the turnover and then made no mistake with the forehander. And Caradice getting the puck and just wanted to confirm that it was 8 unassisted. It is. And after the face-off, Caradice has it along the far wall. Picked off there by Erdahl. Caradice knocks it away and then a big collision there. Ooh, boy. Burns got to be careful there. That one's along the wall. That might be even a penalty in boys hockey along the wall with the cross check there. But Erdahl, I don't think ever touched the boards, and maybe that's why the officials decide to let that one go. Michelson into the zone, top of the left circle. She shoots. Pellin with the glove save, and she hangs on to it with 3:05 remaining in the second period. So 3-2 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Would an Auto Parts place have a Black Friday sale? You would think. Maybe you can get a battery on sale tomorrow. I don't even know. Faceoff comes to the right of Pellin. Faceoff comes towards the near wall. Poked along. And right back onto Pellin off the stick of Hadley Kohler. And she covers it back up. So we'll do it all over again to her right. Kohler against Butts. That number 2 on Butts' jersey looks a lot like a 7, but I know that it's not 7, but it certainly looks like it. It just doesn't have a big tail on it or something. Here's a shot from the point, deflected away by Butts. She picks it up, skates towards the far wall with it. She's tied up. Puck comes loose. Swiderski, her shot goes on to Pellin, who covers it up as she's down in her butterfly. Crosby had a stick in there that helped deflect that puck a little bit. She lost the handle on that one. And we'll get a face-off now to the left of Mara Pellin with 2:43 remaining. 3-2. Broncos trailing it after the unassisted goal by Tirza Caradice. If you stepped away for a moment, maybe cleaning up after Thanksgiving Day. Face-off won by the Storm. At the point where it was Jones, her shot towards the net, knocked down by the Broncos. Still not out of the zone. Puck picked up by Bruns. Broncos have done a much better job of recognizing where number 7 is, and when she ties the puck to put maybe a little contact on her and be aware of everybody's got to hustle back. Jones from the point, shot. That's knocked away into the near corner off the stick of Pellin. Broncos try to clear, kept in by Jones on the backhand. Her forehand shot knocked away by Werner. Loose puck. Bruns has it, shoots. That hits traffic. Another shot. That hits a skate in front, goes right back out towards the point. With it there is Isabella Elsacker. Her shot towards the point, from the point, is deflected, comes on to Pellin. She covers it up with exactly 2 minutes remaining in the second period. And we're going to give that glove save a few moments ago by Pellin, the save of the game, brought to you by Beyond Aesthetics at 3426 County Road 21 is your place to go to give yourself a pampering hour or day. Call Beyond Aesthetics at 218-540-0149, or better yet, go to beyondaestheticsdayspa.com to make an appointment or find out what they can do for you. They are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Broncos off the faceoff, cleared out to neutral. Michelson fires it right back into the Broncos zone, picked up there by Caradice. Caradice decides she's going to weave through traffic. She might get a shot off here. She will. And the save with the blocker by Brewer. That's where she tried to go the last time when she scored and did. And I think Brewer remembered. Here's a centering pass. A couple of them by Lindahl Slatinsky. Both of them cleared away. There's how does that not a trip? There on Lindahl Slatinsky as she tried to dive in there. She must have got a piece of the puck first before getting contact with the body. Michelson along the far side pokes it out to center. Back to pick it up there, Wade. Caradice plays it up along the far wall. Lindahl Slatinsky better get off the ice. Lucky she didn't touch that. Otherwise, it would have been too many men on the ice. But it's an icing call instead on the Broncos. So we'll have a face-off back in the Broncos zone with 1:13 remaining in the second period. And this icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. Burns versus Bruns in the face-off circle. And it goes to the wall. Controlled momentarily by the Broncos. Valentine had it, tied up, and now she is going to get it out of the zone. Pushed it along. Burns was coming along, but just couldn't quite get a handle on it. And back to pick it up is Jones. 1 minute remaining in period number 2. Erdahl couldn't pick it up there. Caradice on her backhand, flicks it towards the net, goes wide, and comes towards the near corner. Burns gets there first. Hasbarger throws it off the side of the cage. Burns tries to center it, knocked away by Bruns. To the far wall, Caradice pinched in. Throws it in behind the Storm net. 40 remaining in the period. Out to the point, and that's going to get over Glennie's stick back out to center. Caradice races back. Bruns putting the pressure on her. Caradice gets it off the wall. Stepping up and pushing it along. This is going to be Isabella Elsacker. Burns gets it back down, and Jones, are they going to let her get away? Yeah, I think she could have skated over and got that, but the official said no. We'll call the icing with 18.7 seconds remaining in the second period. Again, icing brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. Jones played it well. He doesn't really hurt. There was really no Bronco pressure there. If they would have said no, she probably could have skated back to pick it up, so it was worth a try. Face off, won back by Butts, but it goes right on to the goaltender, Pellin. Shots on goal, 30-13 in favor of the Storm here, but the score 3-2. Broncos just trailing by 1 goal here on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Butts, puck comes into the corner off the face-off to Crosby. Crosby pokes it into the corner, picked up there by Hadley Kohler, out to the point, saved by Pellin, off the shot by Ramirez. 4 seconds remaining. Broncos trying to clear the zone. They won't get it out, but the Storm won't get another shot. And after 34 minutes here at Bronco Arena, your score, Morris Benson Area 3, International Falls 2. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the intermission report brought to you by the Dent Shop. You're listening to Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
New rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Living here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander, consumer lender at TrueStar. Can't make it in during business hours? That's okay. Apply on your own time or on the mobile app or online at TrueStarFCU.com. Brighter banking at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Shop at 1712 First Avenue West. It is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro Protective Linings, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Dent Shop, 218-285-9593. 3-2 the score after the second period here at Bronco Arena. As we only goal scored by the Broncos in that second period, it was 3-1. But the Broncos do a much better job of keeping the Storm out towards the perimeter. Bruns had numerous breakaways in the first period. She had no breakaways in the second period. So the Broncos very aware where number 7 in blue is at. And boy, to me, that is a big, big thing going on right there. To be honest with you, as I mentioned, just the one goal. It was an unassisted goal by Tirza Caradice. There were no penalties in the second period. Shots on goal, 14-6 in favor of Morris Benson. That gives them a 31-13 edge right now through 2 periods. And 14 saves for Pellin in that second period. She's got a 2-period total of 28 for Ava Brewer. She's got 5 in that period for a 2-period total of 11 on those 13 shots. So there are your stats, kind of doing things backwards. You usually do that last, but as long as we were talking about it, that's where we're at. We're in the Rainy River Campus, Minnesota North College press box area. Start your voyage at the Rainy River Campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River Campus, Minnesota North College, 218-285-7722. And again, they have their spring semester starting the second week in January. So you've got another month to be thinking about whether you need to get signed up and what classes you might want to be looking at there at Rainy River Community College. I guess I'm not really supposed to call it Rainy River Community College anymore because it's not really called that anymore. It is Rainy River Campus, Minnesota North College. It's a lot to say. It was a lot easier in the old days to say RRCC, and everybody, they still know what I'd be talking about if I said that. But just like we're not really K104 anymore. We're Lakes Country 104.1. So, hey, it's just, everybody usually knows what we're talking about. Let's take another break here on the Dent Shop Intermission Report. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about what we've got going on. The Zamboni will finish up. They'll have chuck a puck here and see who can win some money by throwing that puck out onto the ice. You're listening to Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
The
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
The place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro Protective Linings for your pickup, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Dent Shop. 218-285-9593. Is it the end of a long week, or what's going on here tonight? A little tongue-tied, folks. I don't know. I even got a nap this afternoon. You'd think we should be ready to go, but well, we're talking about tomorrow morning, Coach's Corner at 9:03. Our guests will be the Bronco boys hockey team, who open their season tomorrow, and the Bronco girls basketball team, as they will, well, they're a little bit, can I say their schedule a little bit behind? Their first night that they could have played games was on Wednesday night, actually, possibly even Tuesday night, Wednesday night, the first night they could have played. They don't actually play for another 10 days yet. They don't play until Tuesday the 6th. They actually open up the same night as the Bronco boys basketball team. Both of those teams playing against Chisholm that night, and I'll be down in Chisholm to bring you the boys game. The girls will be at home, so I figured if I'm going to pick one season opener, I should do the one that's on the road so that the people in the Falls can stay here and watch that one. No sense me doing the radio for that one. Drive down to Chisholm. You get a chance to go to Rolls Gym and see Bob McDonald floor and see the Cracker Jack box that you got to play in down there, the pressure of the wall and the press and everything. You know what I'm talking about, folks, if you follow along with basketball. As we're here in the second intermission, the Broncos behind 3-2, getting back to the hockey game. And I was talking about Coach's Corner, and, of course, we'll have that Bronco boys hockey game for you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. But here, the Broncos really kind of stepped it up. I'm going to say in that second period, even though they got outshot 14-6, they definitely had a majority of that period where they were in – I felt like they were kind of in control of the game, where they were possessing the puck or forcing the play, not maybe necessarily getting great looks at the net, but they were making Morris Benson area think about what they were doing. In the first period, it not necessarily was that way. Maybe the second half of that first period, as I mentioned, was kind of that way. But give the Broncos a lot of credit. Maybe a slow start here, but they really came on towards the latter part of the first period and into that second period and made things happen, and that's a good sign. And that's all of that is going to be brought to you by Nagurski Transportation, moving your product safe and fast. Nagurski Transportation is always looking for new professional drivers to join their team. Call Kevin at 218-689-2064. Don't forget, we'll be having a post-game show. Hopefully I'll be able to run down in between, get an interview with one of the Bronco girls players, and the post-game show brought to you by Nelson Salvage and Recycling. If you have scraps or metals you need to get rid of, call Brian at 218-283-8018. And, of course, we'll have some moments of the game. We'll name our player of the game and amongst other things in the post-game show. So don't go away, folks. And chuck a puck going on here right now. And, boy, there's a couple of good opportunities in there early. So what we'll do here is we'll take another timeout, and then we'll get ready for the third period. Your score after 2 periods is Morris Benson Area 3, International Falls 2. You're listening to the Dent Shop Intermission Report for Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's advanced concussion management program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Living here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander, consumer lender at TrueStar. Can't make it in during business hours? That's okay. Apply on your own time or on the mobile app or online at TrueStarFCU.com. Brighter banking at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
Their moorings here, and the team's just about ready to come back out on the ice and get this ready for the third period. Okay, folks, are you ready for the cliche? The next goal is a big one. It really is going to be here with a 3-2 hockey game. That next goal, if the Broncos can tie it at 3, think about the momentum, the energy that could come on to the team. But if you look at the other side and you're looking at Morris Benson area as being the team you're cheering for, how big would it be to go back out to a 2-goal advantage in this hockey game after the Broncos maybe played a little bit better than you did in the second period? So where are the bus legs at for Morris Benson area? Has it been a long day with the bus ride and getting out and all that other stuff? Can the Broncos use that to their advantage as we go along here in the third period? And I can tell you that the Gopher volleyball team lost set number 1, but they came back and won the next 3 sets, including coming from behind in set number 4. So that's a big one on the road at Ohio State and against a team that's ranked higher than you in the standings. And all the Gophers end their regular season with a match in Nebraska. And boy, that is even a bigger one because Nebraska is rated higher than Ohio State. And Selection Sunday, the NCAA tournament is going to get started next weekend. And we'll see how the Gophers pan out there. Of course, on KGHS and KGHS 95.3 and 1230 AM, the Bear, the Gopher hockey team, speaking of teams that are hot, they are going to be playing Arizona State tonight. The pregame starts at 7:30 and the drop of the puck just after 8 o'clock. So after you get done listening to the Bronco girls here, you can turn it over and listen to the Gopher men's hockey team. We're ready for the start of the third period here. Broncos going right to a left in this crucial third period. 3-2 your score on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Wade versus Bruns for the faceoff, and it's won back by the Storm. Overly has it. She skates to the near wall, flicks it along the wall, past the stick of Erdal. Crosby turns, fires it right down onto the goaltender Brewer, who gets down in the butterfly, knocks that one away. Michelson races back to pick it up. Her clearing attempt is knocked away off the stick of Wade, goes to the far wall, and now some open space there, but Overly couldn't get it to Bruns. Lindahl Slatinsky still offside as Wade brought the puck back in, so 24 seconds into the third period, we'll get a stoppage. Face off on the far side, just outside of the Storm zone, as they'll try to get a quick change, but we'll send everybody back in, and here we go with the face-off again between Bruns and Wade. Wade wins it back this time. Crosby flicks it over to Herberg. Herberg goes up along the wall, stopped there by Overly. Overly chipped it towards the Bronco zone, and now with a little aid from Bruns, it gets in there. Herberg uses her body well to keep Bruns away from the puck, backhands it into the near side. With it there is Ford. She backhands one towards Wade, who does not, did get it out, says the official, so having to tag up are the Storm, and they're actually going to change in behind the play. Broncos try to get it out to Lindahl Slatinsky. That skips over her stick, right onto the stick of Swiderski, who knocks it into the Bronco zone. Picking it up there is Crosby. Goes cross ice, picked off there by Hadley Kohler, but then taken away by Lindahl Slatinsky. She fires it back into the Storm zone. I don't think they're going to allow icing here. They're going to wave that off. Broncos will change in behind the play. Minute 15 into the third period. Turnover. Valentine didn't take it. She didn't realize she had as much time as she did. She maybe could have gotten off a better opportunity as it went wide. Caradice, who has a goal here, tries to work her way through traffic, has it knocked off of her stick into the corner. Picked up there by Isabel Elsacher. Centering pass by the Broncos. Where's it at? There it is, going to the far wall. Swiderski clears it out to neutral. Back to pick it up is Glenny. Glenny. Caradice asks for the puck. Instead goes to Valentine. Valentine knocks it into the Storm zone, right back out to Caradice. We'll have to wait to get back on side as Caradice works backwards. Now turns forwards. Gets past two Storms players into the zone. Top of the left circle. Takes that shot. Saved by Brewer, and she hangs on to it with the glove. Stops the clock with 15:05 remaining in the third period. Still 3-2 here on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Faceoff will come to the right of Brewer as both teams get fresh bodies onto the ice. Bruns and Butts will take the faceoff. At the dot, and it will be Bruns that wins it back into the corner. Ramirez Gets it into her deep partner behind the net. That is Michelson. She tries to throw it out, kept in at the point by the Broncos, and now here come the Storm. Possible 2-on-1. Erdahl along with Bruns. Forced wide by Crosby, tied up by Crosby. Good job there by Brenna, making that one go wide and not allowing Bruns to get it coming down the backside. Shot from the point by Michelson. Hits a skate, goes into the far corner. This is Herberg trying to clear. Tied up by Overly. Bruns picks up the loose puck. She shoots. Puck is deflected, comes into the near corner. Erdahl has it knocked off of her stick by Butts. Crosby backhands one where it's Werner. Werner skates out of her own zone, up along the far side, gets to the red line, dumps it. Defense is going to change in behind the play, back to pick it up for the Storm. This is Michelson. Fires it up along the wall to Erdahl. She tried to backhand one along, but it was picked off by Butts. Shesby has it. Her centering pass broken up by Michelson. Michelson goes to the far wall, played off there. Here comes Bruns. Backing up, Caradice giving plenty of room to Bruns. Not going to give her a clear look at it. Poked away, shot onto the goaltender Pellin by Bruns, but from a long ways out, not from point blank range. Pellin able to come up with the save. Stops the clock with 13:57 remaining. In the third period, it's 3-2 in favor of Morris Benson area as the faceoff will come to the left of Pellin. Wade versus Hadley Kohler. One back by Kohler. Clears it to the point. Jones has it there. She goes to her forehand. That shot got deflected, went wide of the far post nonetheless. Glennie. Ooh, there's a big hit along the boards, and wow. Kohler turned around, looked at the official like, what are you looking at? I asked the same thing. How is that not? Wow, that's a big check there from Glennie. Puck comes back into the Broncos zone. Glennie has it again. Gets it up along the wall to Lindahl Slatinsky. Wade had it momentarily. Jones flicks it back towards the Broncos zone as it rattles around in the neutral ice area. Jones has it again. Fires it up along the wall, and they're going to say icing. Brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175 for a ride in the International Falls area. Faceoff will come back into the Storm zone as both teams get fresh bodies onto the ice. Faceoff is going to come to the left of the goaltender Kohler. Burns for the Broncos, Bruns for the Storm. 13:18 remaining in the third period. Score remains 3-2. Faceoff win for the Broncos. Herbert to Crosby. Her shot through traffic, deflected in front. Oh, just over the top of the crossbar. Off the stick of Ramirez as she tried to deflect that one. I thought it was going right into the top shelf. Shot from the point by Crosby. Deflected to the corner. Picked up by Erdahl. Erdahl tied up by Crosby. Puck laying there. Off to Burns. Burns shoots wide of the far post. Hasbargen has it along the wall. Centering pass deflected away by Bruns. Got to get into retreat mode. Here comes Bruns. Gets it off to Erdahl. She gets past Crosby. Crosby got a little stick in there. Goal right in the 5-hole as it goes under Pellin's stick and into the net. And it's 4-2 in favor of the Morris Benson area Storm. As it'll be 3. And I think 7 going to get one of the assists. We'll see what happens there. But the Morris Benson area team had been held off for nearly a period and a half. And it is going to be 3 from 7. And so picking up her first assist is going to be Bruns, but it will be Erdahl with the goal. This goal at 4:20 of the third period. So 4-2 now the score on your Nap Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. And the row got a lot longer to hoe here for the Broncos. Puck is in the Storm zone, pushed towards the net, picked up there by Isabella Elsacker. She fires it out to the far half wall. And with a head of steam there is Michelson, tries to clear it. Kept in momentarily by Glennie, and then the Storm will clear it down. And this should be an icing call. Nobody's got an hand up, so they wave it off. Well, okay, I'm okay with that. Caradice weaving through traffic. Poked off her stick momentarily. She picks it back up, gets to the blue line, fires it towards the net. That misses. Warner tried to fire one, but it went behind the net. Now here comes the Storm from behind her own net. This is Isabella Elsacker. Knocked off of her stick at the point. Caradice throws one towards the net. Picked off there by Jones, who sends it out to center. Flick back into the zone. Shesby has it. Shesby at the dot. Shot knocked away by Elsacker. She clears it into the corner. Picked off there by the Broncos. Centering attempt knocked away by the Storm as they head up the far side. This is Swiderski into the Broncos zone. Big collision there. Glennie, and she's going to get called this time as Swiderski had a stick close there, and they were going to call the body contact. And this one, Glennie, I think this one was kind of like accumulation of contact there. And so second penalty of the game, second one on the Broncos. This penalty at 5:34 of the third period. And so the Broncos will go on the penalty kill. And it's brought to you by St. Thomas School. Small class sizes and personalized learning are our specialties. Call 218-283-3340 or check them out on Facebook to get more info about enrolling your student. Face-off won by the Storm. Shot from the point by Michelson. Saved by Pellin. Goes into the corner. Back out to the point to Jones. Her wrister. That goes wide of the mark. Bruns picks it up along the near half wall. Leaves it off. Michelson. Her shot deflected. At the side of the net, Bruns has it. She pushes it towards the net. Saved by Pellin. Bruns centering pass, laying out in front. Good job of diving in front there by Wade to try to clear that away. She's an old defenseman, so she understands playing in front of the net. Along the wall, Bruns skates in. Shot. Gloves knocked down by Pellin. I think she thought she had it in the glove, but it popped out of there. Trying to clear it was Crosby, but picking it up is Erdahl. Sharp angle shot. That goes off the goaltender Pellin. Trying to swipe it away was Wade, and now we're going to get a penalty. Another one coming up here on the Broncos. Shot saved off the shot by Jones, and it is going to be Wade who's going to go for the hook. And now a 5-on-3 here. Penalty coming up here. This is at 6:25, and that was, in my mind, a no yanked her right off the. You don't think so, Dwayne? No. Really? No doubter in my mind, folks. So we're going to have a minute 9, a 5-on-3 coming up here, as the faceoff will come to the right of Pellin. On the ice for the Broncos, you've got Burns, Herberg, and Caradice. The Storm, they had 6 out on the ice. They were really trying to get the power play going. Faceoff controlled by Burns. Broncos try to clear, but kept in at the point. Poked along, and Burns will get it out to neutral. As that puck skipped over Arhus' stick, she gets it back. She shoots one towards the net. Pellin scoops it up and hangs on to it. 10:21 remaining in the third period. Broncos down 4-2 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. 55 seconds in the 5-on-3, not the 4-on-4. No way here. Broncos will stay with that triumvirate of Herberg, Burns, and Caradice. Burns wins another one. Herberg tries to clear, kept into the point by Ramirez. Her shot deflected. Caradice picks that up. Tries to skate through trouble and fire it down the ice. Tears it, and she does. Just wide of the goal, which is just fine here, as the clock's going to go under 10 minutes here remaining in the third period. Ramirez skates out from behind her net along the near side. Coming into the neutral ice area, pushed wide. She's into the Broncos zone. Herberg, nice poke check away to the far corner. Then she's knocked down from behind, and the Bronco fans are like, hey, if you're going to call that on the Broncos, you got to call it on the Storm, as the Broncos clear it out, and they'll get some new penalty killers onto the ice. Back the other way. Here comes Isabella Elsacher into the zone. Her shot, that's deflected away by Caradice. Herberg tried to play it along the wall. Werner has it, and she'll get it all the way down the ice. 5 remaining in the 5-on-3. Then we'll have 50 seconds of 5-on-4 as this penalty kill brought to you by St. Thomas School continues for the Broncos. Here comes number 7. Here comes Bruns. Leaves it off for Erdahl. Just a little bit out of her reach, but she'll pick it up. Tried to lay on the brakes. Crosby got there to tie her up. Nice job by Brenna Crosby, and clears it out to center. Back into the Storm zone. Racing back to pick it up is Jones. 30 remaining in the power play. Bruns back to pick it up for the Storm. She turns north and south. Comes along the wall. Poked off for her stick, but she'll pick it back up. Skating into the zone with it. 1-on-2. Forced wide by Caradice and poked off of her stick. Bruns picks it up along the wall. Caradice trying to poke it out to neutral. Comes loose at the top of the slot. Shot saved by Pellin with the right pad. Off the shot by Michelson. 5 remaining in the power play. Broncos need to get a change here and get a stop. Pellin, if she can get a hang on to this one. Shot coming from Michelson, finally deflected away by Butts. And the power play is over for the Storm. So the Broncos do not give up the power play, even though it had a 5-on-3 portion to that. Puck comes into center. Shesby tried to poke it into the zone. The Broncos trying to complete the change here and get those fresh bodies out on to the ice. With it is Swiderski. Big collision with Wade there as she tried to push the puck towards the Storm zone. Swiderski just getting up after that huge collision with Wade. Puck thrown cross ice. Ford has it. Ford flicks it out to center where Wade has it. She checks over both shoulders to see which way she should go with it. She backhands it into the Storm zone. Jones tries to go back up along the wall. Wade knocks that back into the corner. Storm looking to clear. Erdahl doing some action there and being tied up there by Lindahl Slatinsky. Jones has it back again. 7.5 remaining. We're past the halfway mark of the period. Centering pass right out front. Ford couldn't pull the trigger. Kept in at the point by Herbert. Mom right in front of us. Here comes Erdahl. Puck comes loose. Glennie gets there first. Lindahl Slatinsky has it. Gets it off to Burns. Burns has it knocked off of her stick. Knocked out back out to neutral by Ford. She's tripped up by her own player. Burns, who comes into the zone along the near wall. Knocked off of her stick by Ramirez. Puck comes loose. 6 players on the ice for the Storm. Is anybody going to notice it for the referees? There are 6 skaters out there, and they're finally going to get one off, and nobody noticed it. Oh, at least 20 seconds they had 6 skaters on the ice. Hasbarger back in her own zone. Flicks it cross ice. Valentine had it poked off her stick by Ramirez. Herbert backhands it out of the zone to Valentine. 6:40 remaining in the third period. Broncos down 4-2 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. With it now is Herbert. Herbert gets it over cross ice to Glennie, who comes back to the near side to Valentine. She skates in. Gets it past Ramirez. Shoots, scores! And the Broncos within one at 4-3 with 6:23 remaining in the third period, as Valentine's going to pick up her first goal of the season. And it started with Glennie on the far side. So this goal at 10:37 of the third period, and it's 4-3. We'll see what the officials say on the board for me. If they give more than one assist. Broncos going to take a little extra time here, get those 5 bodies that they want to out onto the ice as the puck is down, as Bruns wins the faceoff. She throws it off the near wall. We'll have to pick this one up from our PA guy. So just 18 with the lone assist on there. We're under 6 minutes. The puck is in the Storm zone. Kept in by Glennie at the point. Then with a little help, here comes Bruns. Possible 2-on-1 as Erdahl comes back into the play. Caradice forces her wide, but getting by is Bruns, and she puts it into the back of the net and makes it a 2-goal advantage for Morris Benson area. She scores her 4th of the night, and a good individual effort there. Caradice tried to force her wide, but Bruns played it well. It got by her, and just at the 11:14 mark, so just 37 seconds later, it's 5-3 now in favor of Morris Benson area, and take that momentum right back away from the Broncos, who had closed it to a 1 goal there. Come back for the face-off here. Parents in front of me, they want the Broncos to keep going here. Yeah, I like that idea. Off the face-off, Hadley Kohler dumps it into the Broncos zone, picked up along there by Schneider, and that is Gabrielle Schneider, as she pushes in behind the net. Now with it is Glennie. Glennie, who had the assist on that goal by the Broncos. Valentine, here comes Wade into the zone. Tries to split through, she does. She skates in, she shoots. Ooh, and I don't know if the goaltender got a piece of that one and then it hit the side of the net, or if Wade just got a little too deep and couldn't get it back inside of that post. Here comes the Storm back the other way. Jones had it knocked away by Caradice. Into the zone, off the stick of Anderson. Picked up by Glennie. Glennie looking for Ford. Deflected away and picked up by Brunt. She just came off the bench. Gets past Caradice. She's going to walk in. She's going to shoot, and she is going to score along the near post, and it's 6-3 in favor of Morris Benson area, as goal number 5 for Carly Bruns of the Storm. 12:04, so just 50 seconds later, picking up that goal is Bruns. And they contained her in the second period. They contained her for the first half of the third period. But now she has back-to-back goals 50 seconds apart. And it's 6-3 in favor of the Storm. Off the faceoff, here comes Erdahl right back into the zone. Crosby checked that puck off of her stick along the far end wall here. And a big collision there, and no penalty called as I looked at both officials. Overly out to the point. Michelson picks it up. It skips over her stick, and it's out to center. With it now is Alsacher. She fires it into the zone. Hasbargen gets there first. Taken away by Bruns. Her centering pass right onto the stick of Crosby, who avoids a poke check and skates it out to neutral. Looking for Burns. Burns tipped that along, so no icing, I don't believe. And racing back to pick it up there for the Storm was Elsacker. She fires it off the wall. Overly had it momentarily. Burns turns, fires one towards the net, knocked out, back out to center. Crosby steps up, gets it into the zone. Knocked along there by Overly. Now here comes Valentine. She just scored, but she was tied up as she went to release that shot by Michelson. And Brewer, the goaltender, steps out, covers it up, stops the clock with 3:58 remaining. In the third period, your score 6-3 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Stay tuned for our Nelson Salvage and Recycling post-game show. Face-off between Butts and Hadley Kohler, won by Butts. Shot, that's deflected from the wall off the stick of Shesby. Puck laying loose. Butts has it poked off of her stick after she picked it up. Glennie pushes one towards the net, goes wide of the mark. Jones tries to clear. Glennie stops it, but then pushed out to center by Schneider. Picking it up there. Butts to Caradice. Comes near side looking for Shesby, just a little bit out of her reach. Skating back for the Storm is Sadie Kohler. She puts it up along the wall. Caradice picks it up, walks into the circle, shoots, rebound. Cleared away by the Storm. No white jerseys there to try to push that one into the back of the net. Kept in at the point by Glennie. Goes into the far corner. Jones will get there for Morris Benson. Up along the wall. Bouncing puck. This is Schneider trying to get it out. Glennie tied her up. Puck goes loose to the far wall. Backhanded out to center by Sadie Kohler. And now back to pick it up. Glennie skating in through neutral. Gets it into the zone. Keeps skating, shoots right into the body of Kohler. She comes up with the save as she hangs on to it with 2:53 remaining. Now, the question becomes, what is the thought process with the coaching staff? Down 3 goals with under 3 minutes to go. Do you pull goaltender Mara Pelland, or do you just play this game out, would be my question. I would say in the NHL, you're pulling your goaltender at this point, but maybe not at the high school level. I just don't maybe see it happening here. Face off to the right of Kohler, won by the Broncos. Herbert, her shot hit traffic, goes to the far wall, picked up by Overly. Overly out to center. Here comes Bruns. Gets past Crosby. She's going to skate in. She's going to go back to Erdahl, who shoots. And a save by Pelland with the glove as she knocked that down. She didn't hang on to it, but she got the glove hand in front of it. Into the corner now with 2.5 remaining. Overly, centering pass. Bruns at the side of the net was tied up. Puck comes loose. Erdahl. Her shot got to Pelland. She kicked that wide. Rebound. Shot towards the net goes right through the crease and into the far corner. 2:20 remaining. Poked away by Lindahl Slatinsky. Skating back and picking it up is Isabella Elsacker for the Storm. Up along the near wall. 2:10 remaining. Lindahl Slatinsky knocked off of her stick. Right onto the stick of Lola Wade, who skates in. She's on her backhand as she approaches the net. Goes towards the net with it, and it is going to be Brewer covering it up, and then Wade getting in there, and the Storm coming in to protect their goaltender with 2:02 remaining here in the third period. Broncos trailing at 6-3 here. They had got it to 4-3, but then number 7, Carly Bruns, strikes twice in a 50-second span to put it back out to a 3-goal lead at 6-3. Face off to the right of Brewer. Burns wins it back. Slap shot by Caradice right onto the goaltender. She saves that. Can't control the rebound, but her defenseman clears that away. And a trip there coming up on the Broncos as she got her stick in there. And Burns will go to the penalty box. So 4 penalties called in this game, all of them on the Broncos, as the Burns will go for the trip at 15:08. And the Broncos, well, if the roll was long to hold before this, it really got long here now as they will try to kill a penalty down here 3 with 1:52 remaining in the hockey game. Face off to the right of Pelland. 2 number 9s in the face-off circle. Hadley Kohler and Wade. Kohler wins it. Shot from the far wall off the stick of Arhus. That's saved by Pelland. Caradice has it. Has it. Now skating down the near side. Looking for a short-handed one. Tries to split through. Just knocked off her stick at the last second by the Storm defense. Off the end wall. Centering pass. Hits the back of the net. Into the corner with it is Wade. Broncos, they're not playing like they're on a penalty kill here. They're playing like they want to score. That's the attitude you got to have when you're down 6-3 with 80 seconds remaining in the ball game, and you are down by 3 goals. Into the corner it goes. Ford races to get there. I know it's not a ball game, folks, but it sounded like the right thing to say. Jones tries to clear it out towards the point. Ford had it momentarily. Trying to throw it down the ice was Sadie Kohler. Stopped there by Caradice. She throws one towards the net. 60 seconds remaining in this hockey game. Goaltender still in there. Dwayne keeps looking. There's a shot in the goal! Short-handed from the point. And that is going to be, I still can't tell who it is. That is going to be Glennie who's going to score that. I could see one of the ones, but I couldn't see the other side. So a short-handed goal for Kylan Glennie, and the Broncos close it to 6-4. This goal coming at 16:04 of the third period. And I don't know if we're going to get an assist. We'll see. We'll have to probably listen to the call. So they're going to want the new puck for that is Glennie's first varsity goal, I believe. And I think that's 4 first goals. Nope, Valentine had a goal last year. I know that for sure. So. Could not hear who the assists were as there was too much cheering. Here comes Bruns right back in, still on the power play. Tied up, Erdahl shoots, saved by Pellin, and she hangs on to it as she gets that one right in the Bronco emblem on her jersey. 33.5 seconds remaining. Broncos down 6-4. Obviously this penalty will go into overtime if we were to get to that point, as there's 41 seconds remaining on the penalty. 33 seconds remaining in the third period. Bruns. Her shot tied up by Caradice. It goes to the far wall with 25 seconds remaining. To the point, Michelson. Her shot deflected in front. Pellin stuck with that one off the stick of Bruns. She was looking for the double hat trick in this game. And coming up with the save and stopping the clock with 21.6 seconds remaining. Stay tuned for our Nelson Salvage and Recycling post-game show. I'm going to try to run down. The commercial might be a little longer than you're wanting it to be, but stay tuned. I'm going to run down and get an interview. I got to talk to one of the goal scorers in this hockey game. Face-off. Butts comes on. The Broncos need to have 4 players. Stay out there, Lola Wade. Butts versus Bruns. Tied up, clearing it, will get out. All the way back into the Storm zone. Back to pick it up. This is going to be Michelson. She skates along the near wall, fires it out to center, all the way down. This is going to come on to the goaltender, Pellin. She's going to cover it up, and they finally blow the whistle with 5.5 seconds remaining as Bruns was bearing down. And that probably will make the outcome known officially for sure here that the Storm is going to win this hockey game. But I'll tell you what, the Broncos give them kudos, scoring shorthanded in the final 2 minutes. Faceoff will come to the left of Pellin. Controlled by the Storm. Out to the point, Michelson. One final shot from the point that hits Lola Wade. It comes to the near wall, and your final score is going to be 6-4. We'll take a break, and we will come back with the post-game show brought to you by Nelson Salvage and Recycling. You're listening to Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
The National Propane.
All of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Living here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander.
How'd that first goal feel?
Feels amazing. Been waiting for that all year.
Was the celebration more surprised that it snuck through everybody,
Yeah.
or that you were so happy?
I was just both of it. Yeah.
Very physical game here tonight.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit. Obviously, I think that might be your style.
I love being physical. It's my favorite thing ever. It makes me feel good.
Yeah, it feels like you're doing something out there. Is it something that there's a line that has to be drawn on being physical in the girls' game, right?
Yeah, that's just a little bit, but I push over it sometimes.
You push over it sometimes. Okay, you got less than 16 hours to get ready for that next game. You guys got a pancake feed in the morning, skate with the Broncos.
Yep.
Got to get some rest, right?
Yep.
What's the key for tomorrow?
Being physical.
Being physical.
Yep.
Kylie and Glennie, thanks.
Thank you.
Welcome, Benson. How about that? Does that help you? Oh, see, everything's all better in Dwayne's world. So I apologize if you couldn't hear me at the initially on the on that part of the after the interview. 6-4 is your final in favor of Morris Benson area. They led it 3-1 after the first period. It was 3-2 after 2, and again the final score 6-4 as Morris Benson area outscores the Broncos 3-2 in the final period there. I did not see the shots on goal. They've already got the scoreboard already lifted up. And here comes, how did you get roped into that, young man? I got to check out my marker here, because all of a sudden he stopped signing me on who was going on. Oh, that marker's got lots of marker in it. He was just being mean to me down there, was your brother. And I'm going to see if I can get the score sheet. Hang on. Bring me that score sheet up here, Mitch. I didn't hear who got the final assist. Sorry, everybody. We got to get the final scoring for everybody. I got to see who got that final assist on that goal on the shorthanded one, if I can. Let's see. Where are we at? 18-9. Thank you very much, sir. I got it all taken care of there. All right. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to give out our player of the game and talk about a few other things. Run down the scoring for you here. Final score. Morris Benson area 6 International Falls Girls 4. You're listening to Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Don, what's going on at Studio B Flooring?
I just want to take the opportunity to thank all of my customers who have supported my business since I opened in 2019. Not only have you purchased flooring from me, but you've also referred your family and friends to stop over and see me.
That's really awesome, isn't it?
You know, isn't it? I couldn't be more grateful, so thank you. Installation is booking out right now, so come in to see me for your winter projects. And when you have an opportunity to stop in and say hello, please do. I truly have the nicest customers, Mike, and I miss all of them.
Studio B Flooring, 240-5599.
Welcome back here to Bronco Arena. We are in the Nelson Salvage and Recycling post-game show. Nelson Salvage and Recycling. If you have scraps or metals you need to get rid of, call Brian at 218-283-8018. He's going to give you cash for whatever you have there. Well, let's run down the scoring for you. Going back to the first period at the 2:27 mark, it was Carly Bruns getting the assist from Phoebe Overly on the power play, and it was 1-0 in favor of the Storm. Looking along there, and I want to make sure I had that right. Scoring again at 7:01, it was Bruns with her second of the game, making it 2-0. The Broncos got on the scoreboard the first goal of the year for Lola Wade, the assist to Sarah Lindahl-Slatinsky and to Tirza Caradice, and the Broncos were within 2-1, but Bruns would score again unassisted on a breakaway at 12:07, and at the end of the first period, it was 3-1. One goal in the second period, it belonged to the Broncos, and it was Tirza Caradice who sniped one in the top shelf corner, and it was 3-2 after the second period, after the goal at 13:28 of the second period. The Storm makes it 4-2, 4:20 into the third period. The goal scored by Charlie Erdahl, the assist goes to Bruns, and it was 4-2, but the Broncos not going away just over 6 minutes later. Her first goal of the season, it goes to Savannah Valentine. The assist to Kylan Glennie, and the Broncos were within 4-3, but just 37 seconds later, Brunn scores unassisted, and then 50 seconds after that, she scores unassisted again to get it out to the 6-3 advantage. The Broncos take a late penalty, but at 16:04 with 56 seconds left, Glennie gets her first career goal. The assist to Wade, and the Broncos were within 6-4, but that was all the closer they would get. That is your final score, and that runs down the scoring. 4 penalties in the game, all of them on the Broncos, 1 in the first period, 3 in the third period. So the Broncos didn't have a power play, and if they would have gotten a power play, it would have been brought to you by Canner Electric for all your electrical needs, both commercial and residential. Stop at Canner Electric at 500 4th Street in International Falls, or you can call them at 218-283-8319. Energy Star Player of the Game, well, the power of human connection can be seen on and off the field, and the same is true with North Star Electric. There are a lot of options here, folks, for the player of the game, but I'm going to go off the grid. Usually we give this to a Bronco player, but 5 goals and an assist, a 6-point night for Carly Brunn. She's got to be our North Star Electric Energy Star Player of the Game. I know we should give it to a Bronco. There are lots of choices there for the Broncos as well, but a 6-point night on 6 goals, you just got to go that way. Sleeper moment of the game brought to you by Northland Sales and Service. They can help you get a good night's rest. With brands like Serta, you will wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle another day. Northland Sales and Service also has pillows, sheets, and mattress protectors. Stop in today and let Tony and Maya help you start getting your best sleep. Northland Sales and Service, 500 3rd Street in downtown International Falls. I'm going to give the sleeper a moment. That shorthanded goal right there with 56 seconds left in the game to Kylan Glennie. I think she didn't expect it to go in. She was just throwing it towards the net, and somehow, some way, it got through all those bodies and into the back of the net. So there is your sleeper moment of the game. How about your Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center comeback moment of the game? It is brought to you by Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 1322 3rd Street. When you need to make a comeback due to back, neck, or leg pain, call Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 218-283-2243 and let Alyssa Clarity get you on the road to recovery. Well, the Broncos were down 3-1, and frankly, folks, after really not being in their first 2 games, losing 9-0 and 11-0, they could have said, "Well, here we go again." but they didn't the whole night. This whole team didn't give up. I couldn't be prouder of a team watching them here tonight. Yes, they lose in the end by a final score of 6-4, but they kept chipping away. They kept clawing back and trying to get into the game. They had it at 4-3 with, I'm going to go back and look at it, with less than 7 minutes left in the game. They were within one, and they just kept going. So I'm going to give the whole team the comeback moment of the game. I think that's going to wrap it up here from Bronco Arena. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, Coach's Corner. We'll have Bronco Boys Hockey and Bronco Girls Basketball as our guests. Of course, we'll have a recap of all the sports from a busy Friday night. The Wild and Timberwolves both lose today, unfortunately, and hopefully we'll have something positive to talk about. Don't forget, we got Gopher Hockey going on now over on the Bear, KGHS 1230 AM and 95.3 FM, as they are taking on Arizona State. And then tomorrow afternoon, Bronco Hockey from the Heritage Center in West Duluth. 1:40 the pregame, 2 o'clock the drop of the puck as the Broncos take on the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. That's the next time that we'll have live hockey for you on the air. Don't forget, we got a busy week coming up next week. Little Fork girls basketball on Monday, Little Fork boys basketball on Thursday, and we'll put a boys muskie hockey game in between from Kenora. For everybody at KGHS KSDM, for Dwayne sitting at my left pushing all the buttons for the video, thank you to him. Thanks to everybody for listening. You've been listening to Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you've been watching it on yourliveevent.com. Good night from Bronco Arena. You've been listening to Bronco Girls Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1